I'm also passionate about history and how history is taught in our country. At the moment, history is taught to make one group of people feel inferior and another group of people feel superior. And this has to stop.
Wazungu family, rise up all the time. In this time of great madness, when we talk about the state that we are in, some people think it's a joke. The other day I hear Dan Butler have to put this other African woman in her place here. And it just show you the situation that we are in, that a lot of these African people in certain position, they don't give a damn about them fellow African people. Them just see it as a status because they give up them purpose for your position, blood. And then defend everybody else. They talk about everybody else's situation more than their own. These people, they give more credence to what happened to the Jews more than what happened to their own African people. And all the things them where you see are going today. It's just like the same like we dip on the plantation. I just some overseer them, blood. We see it under this COVID-19 situation where some of them are urged way into being vaccine and all of these things. And it just peer pressure. Them are put upon the people that them are urged them in, you know, for the benefit of other people. For the benefit of the same people who enslave I people, who bring disease and all of them things there in Africa. And here we are today. I look to the same people for a solution. So I rise up Dan Butler MP for Upper Brent, who make that African woman there know herself. And sometimes, sure, we have to just see why some of them in a certain position, because then groom them for that. So voodoo my people and look out all the time.
We need to look at history and we need to improve it. Labour's Emancipation Educational Trust is vital and it's an investment that is long overdue. Therefore, part of the solution is recognising the role that each of us plays in each other's lives and understanding that to progress it should not mean destruction or dehumanising of another person, but an understanding of each other.
Lady for giving way, could she just expand on which parts of the curriculum she believes make black children feel inferior?
So, history needs to be decolonised. My honourable friend from Earth Thamesmead has already discussed how you can go through your whole of the GCSE and not have reference to any black authors at all. You can go through history thinking that, you know, the people that were enslaved were not a part of the uprising. You could go through history and not understand the richness of Africa and the Caribbean. You can go through history and not understand all the leaders in the black community. I mean, I'm surprised that the minister's actually asked me that because it's so well documented that history needs to be decolonised. If you look at everything from the Runnymede Trust, if you look at all these organisations, I mean, it's absolutely amazing. But absolutely, the minister, I'll give way.
I will address the issues around decolonising the curriculum at the end of my speech. But she will acknowledge that even though there may not be enough black authors, there are other racial groups such as Chinese, Asian, and so on, who we don't believe are inferior. So if it's just the number of people who look like you who've written books who's making you inferior, why are black children different from all those other racial groups?
Well, there's no other group where they've been systematically stripped of their humanity throughout history, where colonisation has meant that they've gone to their country and captured them and taken them by force to another country, where they have been raped, where they've been thrown overboard in the sea. There's no other group that has happened to. And I'm also going to explain in my speech why it is so important that history is taught in its fullness. If the minister takes time to listen, I think I might just teach her a little something.
We have to just see why some of them in a certain position, because then groom them for that. So voodoo my people and look out all the time.